chaotic, and it has changed my life. I'm a fan of his ever since. I love this collection. Thousands most legendary supermodels and more. The four queens of the runway. Fashion, New York Fashion Week is right around the corner. Librarian tonight, and that's because I came to read a bitch. Jaja's Atelier, bitch. Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are thumping. Dun, 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 dun. Hey y'all. So it's another episode of Jaja's Atelier. I'm running a little late. I wasn't feeling well yesterday, and my mind and my emotions and my spirit told me, get your black ass back in the bed. So that's what I did. So we're here. It's Monday nights, and we have a whole lot to go over. I cannot believe it is almost Christmas. It is almost 2024, and I'm really starting to feel my age. Like, people I knew that were kids, I'm starting to see because it's the holidays and they're coming back into town. I'm like, oh, how old are you? Oh, I'm 25. I got 2 kids. I'm like, ooh. I remember when you were in high school, honey. Now you got 2 kids and married. Oh my God. Where has the time gone? Anyway, y'all. So I predicted this last episode. Let's jump straight into it. Huge congratulations to Fantasia Barrino. She has been nominated for a Golden Globe. I'm sure the Oscar nomination is coming. She's nominated for Best Actress in a Lead Role in a Drama, Movie, or Film, or however the fuck they say it. Lead Actress in a Movie. Anyway, not only that, this is just... Let me tell y'all something. There's a backstory with me and Fantasia. She doesn't know me personally. I don't know her personally, but I remember I was in the 8th grade when her season of American Idol came. And let me tell y'all something. For those of you who didn't live or don't remember the height of American Idol, it was that season. And just all the stuff that she went through before American Idol, coming in as a single teen mom, to after, and all the drama after she made her albums and became famous. This is a full circle moment. I missed this moment for last week's episode when I talked about the premiere, but her and Paula Abdul, who was a judge on American Idol at the time during her season, reunited after almost 20 years. Paula Abdul predicted this for her almost 20 years ago. Take a look.
Fantasia, you are a triple threat. You're going to be seen in movies, you're going to be seen all over television, and you're going to be filling stadiums.
What? This just, first of all, how crazy is that? And second of all, again, what a full circle moment. I'm so happy for her. When I was in the 8th grade, my teacher had started a newspaper, and, Wendy Williams is a huge influence on me, Joan Rivers, all of those women. So I was like, we should do a gossip column. And the first article I ever wrote, the first piece of, celebrity news I ever wrote was when Fantasia Barrino won American Idol. And here we are 20 years later. How fucking crazy is that? Not only am I proud of her for just coming full circle and doing such an amazing job in this movie, I can already tell in the previews she's going to be an Oscar winner. I'm claiming it. She's going to be an Oscar winner. But, honey, she is on a press tour, and Fantasia is eating the girls the fuck up. Okay? She's in, a lot of the looks I've seen her in are Dolce & Gabbana. So I'm like, okay. Every look is a problem, honey. Fantasia is eating the girls up. She's cornbread fed. She is definitely eating her rice, peas, and gravy, honey. Because, honey, Fantasia is thick. She's always been thick. I love the short hair on her. Just these body-hugging, just modern-day boss bitch looks. I'm living I'm living for it. Her stylist is Daniel Hawkins, and huge shout out to you, Mr. Hawkins, because you are slaying our girl. And I cannot wait to see this movie. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And y'all know I said it last episode, Color Purple is not my favorite movie, but it's being told in a completely different way out of the experiences of Black women. So I can't wait to see it. Okay. You know, it's right before Christmas, so fashion is kind of calming down a little bit. We have a few looks to talk about here and there, but it's a whole lot of mess going on. And we're going to talk about some of it today. Kim and Croy Bierman. Lord, 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 Lord. So, you guys have heard about this. They are getting a divorce after, I think, almost 15 years of marriage almost. They've been married for a long time. And they've been going back and forth. He says allegedly that she has a gambling problem. It's just been a whole big mess. Now, if you don't remember, Kim Zolciak, which is her original name, is one of the OGs of the Atlanta Housewives. She was the only white woman on the Atlanta Housewives, and we have yet to see another one. She's been the only white woman on Atlanta Housewives. Excuse me, I have a little bit of I told you I wasn't feeling well, so I have a little bit of a frog in my throat. Excuse me. Ooh. Anyway. So, she met Croy on the show through Big Nose Sheree. And, they've been inseparable ever since. If you don't remember, Kim has 2 daughters from previous relationships before she met Croy, but I believe they have 4 children in total together. Apparently she's gone broke. They've gone broke. They ran through their money. They're facing a couple of lawsuits. She's selling her old wigs online. Just doing anything just to get money. And a lot of people are saying that this whole divorce is a ploy to go viral and to get more money through social media. Well, TMZ obtained footage yesterday, or excuse me, obtained footage over the weekend of the 2 in a scuffle in which the children had to call the police. Take a look.
Our life!
Okay,
and it's
so
fucking destroyed!
Why is it getting so heated?
Because our life is destroyed! What don't you understand? There's no money, there's no house. We're getting divorced one day and we're not the next.
Okay.
She's fucking other men. What do you want?
Wow. So I'm going to tell you guys something. I remember I was a huge Atlanta Housewives. I'm a Housewives fanatic. And we're going to get into some of the mess going on all the Housewives in a second. But I'm a huge Housewives fanatic. And I remember Croy on the show. Croy, I would never think in a million years that we would see him like this. Croy is so even-keeled, so just nonchalant and cool and quiet and collected. And for a while I thought, wow, he's really going to bring the best out of her. And from the looks of things, quite the opposite has happened. In the video, like you saw, he's alleging that she's having sex with other men. I mean, I'm shocked. When I saw it, I was like, oh, this is for real. They're like really having an issue. They're really having an issue. I'm going to say this as respectfully as I can. Kim, you ruined that man. You ruined that man. Nene said it. Nene said it. A couple of the other girls that she was on the show with said it. Wow. He also confirmed that there is no money. They have no money. And this is the thing, again, y'all stop listening to some of these people when they're telling you, oh, you're not this unless you have this, and you're not that unless you have that. This is an example of what happens when you are a stunt queen. This is what happens. She has no money per her husband. And Kim, you need to get you a job, honey. Why can't she come back on Atlanta Housewives? Because I'm gonna tell you something, Andy Cohen. I don't know what you're doing. I've heard rumblings of a rebrand, but Atlanta Housewives is a flop. Floppity dop dop dop. Honey, we need to get rid of Marlo. Let's get into Housewives. Okay, now that we're over Kim and Corey, because that's just a runaway freight train, honey. Andy, we need Phaedra back on Housewives. I don't know what the fuck she's doing over there on Married to Medicine, and I see that y'all getting ready to get rid of Quad Web. You're crazy. The show will fail without her. We need Phaedra. Candy can get over it. Throw Candy in there. We need Nene. We've heard of rumblings of Nene coming back after Bravo followed her back on Instagram. We need Nene. So that's Phaedra. Who else did I just say? Phaedra, Candy, Nene. Of course, we have to have the beauty icon, the woman who is a part of history, Miss Twirl and Swirl, Kenya Moore. Kenya, Phaedra, Candy, Nene. Okay? We're going to take it back to one of the originals, honey. I don't know why y'all have not brought her back. Miss Lisa fucking Wu, ex-wife of Keith Sweat. Okay? All right? Who else are we going to throw in there? Throw in there? That gold medalist girl, she could go. Drew Sidora, she could go. We need the OGs back. So we have Phaedra, Kenya, Candy, Nene, and Lisa Wu. Oh! She was not my favorite, but I'm going to tell you something. She's a gorgeous, beautiful woman who clawed her way out of a divorce that, quite frankly, Portia, I think that you brought yourself into. You signed up for that Cordell marriage, honey. You knew exactly what you were doing. That I've been rewatching it lately, so I'm caught up. Portia fucking Williams. I don't know. I can't pronounce her last name. I know she's married to some African that she stole from her friend, allegedly. But we need Portia back. We need Portia. Andy. So that's Portia, Kenya, Phaedra, Nene, Kim Zolciak, Candy, and Lisa Wu. That's 8. And let's throw in a wild card. Bring back our girl Cynthia Bailey. Those are the girls we need. We need the originals back. And I know Claudia Jordan is on TGIF and doing all those Tubi and BET straight to DVD and streaming movies. But bring Claudia Jordan back as a friend of Kenya again. She doesn't have to. We don't need Claudia full time. Bring back Claudia Jordan. Those are the girls we need. And we could throw Marlo in there if her and Nene are still getting along as a friend. I don't want to see more than 10-minute increments of Marlo unless she's causing trouble. Because right now, the best y'all got right now for the Housewives franchise is Potomac and Beverly Hills. Potomac and Beverly Hills is keeping the Housewives franchise afloat. And Married to Medicine, I don't know what the fuck that's about, but I don't know why they're trying to get rid of Quad Web, but y'all need to bring back Quad, and y'all definitely need to bring Mariah Huck back. Okay? Mariah Huck, please, step off your chariots! Oh my God. Y'all, I live on a highway. My microphone should be coming soon. I ordered it off of Amazon, so whatever. But yes, Bravo, I don't know what's going on, but we need our originals back. These other girls, they don't know TV. They don't know how to dress. They're not fabulous. Especially not that damn Drew Sidora. Ugh. And that Sonya. Boom, 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 boom. Jamaicans don't walk. My mom is Jamaican. We don't walk around doing that all damn day, girl. Cut it out. She can go. She's pregnant, let her go on and raise her kids and be the great Olympian that she is. But I don't want to see her on Housewives anymore. Sonya got to go. But yes, that's my Bravo update, Real Housewives franchise update, and feedback to Andy Cohen. If any of you watching knows Andy Cohen, send him the link in my bio. Because I'm trying to help you, Andy, with all due respect. I could be a producer. I've been watching Housewives since they came out. Come on, cut me a check. Anyway, so in more fashion news, fur is making a comeback. I've been hearing rumblings about this. I started hearing rumblings about this during the summertime. And not just faux fur, vintage, authentic fur. This past weekend, Kendall Jenner made a huge first statement in Aspen with this gorgeous coat. I don't know who it's by. It looks like it's real fur, and it definitely looks vintage. I love the two-toned. She looks easy breezy, yet still glamorous as always. And also, Lori Harvey made a big first statement. I don't like this one as much as Kendall's, but she's a beautiful girl. Y'all know how I feel about Lori Harvey. It's like, whatever, girl. But she's a beautiful girl, and I did like this look. I have back in the day, fur wasn't considered a negative. And my grandmother, God rest her soul, Ruthie Naomi Pennington, she loved fur. My grandmother was a diva, honey. That's where I get it from. She was a diva, and she would wear furs. I have a couple of her furs. My mom has a couple, and my mom also has a fabulous Saga, which Saga was a huge furrier back in the day. She has a gorgeous late 80s Saga authentic fox fur that every now and then I'll ask her to borrow and she'll appease me. So yes, I'm with it. I'm with it. If it's vintage, and then also I've been seeing a lot of girls wear the vintage furs that are kind of like distorted and mangled a little bit. And I like that too. I like that too because, if you don't have them treated, they do fall apart and they do start to look a little tattered. So, but I like that look. It's hell to clean up from around the house, but I do like that look. So, leave a comment. Are you guys here for repurposing vintage furs? Are you guys here for it? I'm here for it. You're not hurting any animals. And, clothes have more than one life, most of them. So why not? If it's in your closet, why not? And they're fabulous. They're gorgeous. If anybody knows, ask Mary J. Blige, because honey, she will wear the furs out. Fur on the collar, fur on the hand, on the wrist, fur on the boots, fur on the hat. Just Mary J. stays furred the fuck down. And she don't give a fuck about PETA. Honey, she told PETA, you throw that blood on my white mink. No, back in the day, it used to be chinchilla. That was the thing back when I was coming up. It was chinchilla. You won't shit if you didn't have a chinchilla back then. And you was on Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a chinchilla. And Mary told them, you throw that motherfucking blood on my white chinchilla mink coat if you want to. And I'ma fuck all y'all up. That's what she said. And she did not care. Yes. Because sometimes PETA doesn't have any boundaries sometimes. So this next story is kind of disheartening. An 18-year-old Guatemalan migrant is facing manslaughter charges after being, and I'm going to call it for what the fuck it is, racially profiled in a Super 8 parking lots. Here's the video.
Okay, but why did you get up and walk away? Huh? When you saw me, you got up and walked away. Why? Why?
This is just awful. This is awful. So the reason why he's facing manslaughter charges is because while the officer who had racially profiled him was trying to tase him and arrest him, he had a heart attack. So they are blaming the heart attack on this young Guatemalan migrant who is being accosted and arrested for no goddamn reason. And he is facing manslaughter charges. And so this is an unfortunate situation. I think we really need to speak out on behalf of this young man because as far as we know, he hasn't done anything wrong. You can't blame somebody for having a heart attack. Excuse me. This is ridiculous. And this is where it's going. This is where it's going, you guys. They're setting us up to set us up. Look at what they're able to do. How can you arrest somebody because you racially profiled me and your weak ass renegade red belly heart couldn't take the pressure and your heart decided to bust out your chest? That's not my fucking problem. You know what I call that? I call that karma, my dear. That's what I call that. Because you had no business racially profiling this young man. This is ridiculous. And this is why I say, instead of us showing our asses on the internet, we need to be coming up with some positive solutions. Instead of us talking about what a man is wearing and what a man is doing and this is what, and she's not a woman, she's a man, and this is, instead of arguing about all that bullshit, this is what we need to be focusing on. The government is taking our freedom right in front of our fucking face and we are not paying attention. This is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. I'm gonna need somebody to step in for this because this is ridiculous. How the fuck you gonna charge them because you had a heart attack? And I saw some people in the comments saying, oh, well, he ain't black, so it ain't our issue. Okay. So the next time you're walking out of the Piggly Wiggly and an officer decides to arrest you and he has a brain aneurysm and they charge you with capital murder, I don't want to hear it. Let's move on. So, let's talk about a red carpet look. And I normally don't talk about the men because men's fashion is kind of boring sometimes. You know what I mean? A lot of the men don't want to step outside the box. But Timothy Chalamet, is that how you pronounce his name? I didn't even know that they were remaking Willy Wonka. How do you remake Willy Wonka? Didn't they already remake Willy Wonka? For crying freaking out loud. Really? Make a different movie. Anyway, so he is in the new Willy Wonka and he was on the red carpet for the premiere in LA wearing this chocolate brown alligator skin Tom Ford suit. When I saw it, I lost my shit. What I also like about this look, and I think La Roche is his stylist. I'm not sure. Because I get him and the one that goes with Zendaya. They both look just alike. I get them confused all the time. We might get interrupted in a minute because my girl Ariana is about to come in because we're doing a shoot tonight after this. So just say hi and keep it moving. What I liked about this look, I just lost my train of thought. But what I liked about this look the most is how gender fluid it is. Because I definitely would wear this, honey. Whoo, with my new boots I just got, baby. Honey, I love this look. He looked like he was having a good time on the red carpet. See, this is the one that's dating Kylie Jenner. But he looks just like the one that's dating Zendaya. Because when I saw him with Kylie Jenner, I was like, oh, Kylie. And then somebody was like, no. He's somebody different. Are they related or something? Somebody let me know. Because I'm nosy like that. Anyway. So I have to give a shout out. You know, I have to be real. We keep it real over here in the atelier, honey. You know, I'm very hard on my people. It's not out of hate. It's definitely out of love. Because sometimes you got to get the rawest with the ones you love, baby. And, but I, especially, my brothers out there, the black men out there, especially the heterosexual black men out there. I see a lot of negatives, but we also have to highlight the positive. I never heard of this podcast. It's called For the Fellas. The only person that I really recognized on the panel of this podcast was Mac Wiles, who made me feel so fucking old. He's married with, I think, 2 or 3 kids. I was like, oh wow, where has the time gone again? But in this particular episode, they had on Saucy Santana. And I watched the whole thing, and I have to give a huge shout out to those guys because as much as we sit up here and I sit up here and I talk about, hey boo, she's here. We are shooting. Come and say hi to the people. Is it cold outside for real? Cold as a bitch. Call Slick Rick. What you talking about, bitch? Bow, 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 bow. Ain't that what y'all kids be saying, right? What was I talking about? Oh, the For the Fellas podcast. Okay, so yes, so even though I do talk about, I hold black men accountable, I have to give them their props. The way they talk to Saucy Santana about how he faces homophobia within the black community. I loved how they asked him, what can we as heterosexual black men do to make you feel more comfortable? I really love this. Jason Lee, why didn't you post about this? I did see the post about it, but it was a clip of Saucy Santana saying that he wouldn't want his son to be gay, and y'all didn't even, go into detail as to what he was talking about. But anyway, yeah, this podcast definitely needs to be highlighted. Not only did they talk about homophobia in the black community and how we can turn the tide on it, they also talked to the heterosexual black men. I loved how they talked about their wives and how they raised their children. It was really positive. I'm definitely going to keep on watching. I would love to see them talk to a trans woman the same way, but baby steps, and I give them an A for effort. I really do. So huge shout out to For the Fellas podcast. Okay. What else do we have? Ooh. Now see. I wasn't going to talk about this now. And me and Ariana talked about it a little earlier. Should I go in, girl? Krishan Rock, the Baltimore Bottom, a.k.a. the BBs. The BBs. So she went on live earlier this week. It might have been last week because I haven't been on in a while. She went on live to say that she is officially done with Blueface after going through his phone and finding gay porn in his search history. Take a look.
Let's talk about what I saw in your search history. Like, I was going to keep it to myself. I really had to get you off my neck because I don't know if you're taking dick in the butt. Like, I don't even know why you watching gay porn. Like, I'm glad you don't want to be my baby daddy. I don't want no Fruity Loop raising my kid. Respectfully, I'm sorry.
And I don't need this. I don't need this for this. So, girl, let me really, because this really grinds my gears. And it really irritates me that after seeing what I saw on the For the Fellas podcast, because not only did they talk about homophobia, but they also talked about championing for black women. Black women was really the focus of that conversation. And for you, as an alleged black woman, because y'all know what I said about her the last time I talked about her, I got a little flack for it, so I won't say it again. But you remember, for you to sit up there as an alleged black woman and to come out of your mouth and out of all the things that this man has done to you, publicly embarrassed you, allegedly put his hands on you, called you out your name, allegedly posted pictures of your son's genitalia. The thing that finally set you free was the fact that he might possibly like a little dick in his butt. You women, some of you women, because it's a lot of y'all that talk like this. I'm going to let you women in on a little secret for the second time. This is why these men walk all over you. Stop pushing this stereotype, girl. And as far as a Fruity Loop raising your children, where is the outrage for that? And she knew exactly what the fuck she was saying because she was like, respectfully, I'm sorry, with her drunk ass. Again. You don't want a Fruity Loop raising your child while you tote your child around in your motherfucking pocketbook. That child hasn't had a moment's peace since you pushed it out. How dare you? She is, she's trash. And those of you that support her and make excuses for her, what she said was vile, deplorable, and homophobic. Also pushing the narrative on the LGBT community that we are not fit to raise children. Why not? Oh, because the narrative is that, you know, the people of the LGBT are child molesters. I said it. That's the narrative that you like to push. When in all actuality, all the motherfuckers that's getting caught for doing it is seemingly heterosexual. In the words of T.S. Madison, where are the drag queens? Because I don't see nobody from the LGBT community, aka, as you like to call it, Krishan, the Baltimore Bottom, Missing Tooth, Buckshot Rock, Fruity Loop. I don't see no Fruity Loops or gays all up in y'all situation. I see a lot of soulless bottom feeders in your situation. How dare you? You are trash. And the rest of y'all need to call her out on it. She cannot rap. What is her purpose in the media? Oh, to push a stereotype. Captions, clicks, and views. I wrote a poem earlier this week about this after I saw this and a picture of Miles Davis, because I didn't know that Miles Davis quite possibly could have been allegedly bisexual, and it really just struck something in me, and I wrote a poem. Check it out on my Instagram. It's called Captions, Clicks, and Views. Actions that have unearthed. Go read it. You are also pushing the narrative that it is okay for a black man to do anything else except be gay and explore his sexuality. Out of all the things that damn man has done to you, that's the thing that made you remove the tattoo of him off your neck? The fact that you had a tattoo of that man on your neck lets everybody know that you're less than smart, honey. Anyway, I didn't really go in that hard. Did I? I don't think I did. I try to be socially conscious. Anyway, I cannot believe it's almost Christmas. What are you doing for Christmas, honey? I'm going to be at home. I got me some Jamaican oxtail thawing in the freezer. It's already seasoned. It's in the freezer. Probably about Saturday. I'm going to take it out, let it thaw. I'm going to have oxtails, deviled eggs, macaroni and cheese, sauteed cabbage, rice and peas, all the cakes, cookies, and pies you could think of. I'm going to line it alongside of my bed. Do not call me. You can text me. Merry Christmas. Do not call. Don't call. Because I'm going to line all that food up alongside my bed, and I'm going to be in a Christmas dinner, Real Housewives, Beverly Hills 90210, Melrose Place stupor all fucking day. I'm going to have my reefer. Yes, I still smoke cigarettes. I'm going to have my cigarettes, and I am going to pig the fuck out. Don't call me. Don't call me. I ain't coming out of hibernation till about New Year's Eve. Don't call me. Period. Anyway, guys, so I have to shoot, but I will see y'all Sunday right before Christmas. On Christmas Eve, I'll be shooting a special little episode. It'll be kind of quick because I'm going to have a few things going on, but ciao.